Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after him early.
There he goes, left side. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Loose inside the 30. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
In motion, Slayton. Throwing, Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Half 18. Right shift to Cruz. Y shift to Cruz.
And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Timberland. Triple right, Pacino.
On 3rd down, Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 21-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Lamb will go in motion. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jones. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Go River! Go River!
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. 4th down, Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Gano's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Pollard will take it up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. A first down throw for Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Jones. A final shot before break. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. On play action, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. Now he's into the clear again. And down to the 29-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And quickly they get to the line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that front.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd and 10.
North salad. Flick right.
Now Jones going to change it up here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play fake. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we... So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for him with Barkley. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 228 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Throwing Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll run for it with Barkley. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could... This is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Here we go.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Jones now on third down. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Mozzie Smith, he's the one who got in there and made that play defensively. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route Gallup. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That one a first down.